Hello everyone and welcome to the Applied Library, where we revisit powerful books through time, culture, and critique, and extract practical wisdom you can apply in your life. Today, we're exploring a modern work in emotional growth and psychological transformation. The Mountain is You, Transforming Self-Sabotage into Self-Mastery by Brianna Wiest. This is a book about why we hold ourselves back, why we repeat patterns that hurt us, and how the very obstacle we fear is often the doorway to growth. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why self-sabotage is not a character flaw, but a signal, and how the mountain in your life may actually be you, waiting to be understood. Wiest's central metaphor is simple and powerful. The mountain you must climb is not external. It is internal. Most people think their biggest obstacle is lack of opportunity, lack of resources, difficult circumstances, other people. But Wiest argues something more challenging. Often the barrier is our own unresolved emotional patterns. The mountain is a fear of change, fear of success, fear of visibility, fear of loss, fear of outgrowing who we've been. Self-sabotage is not laziness. It is self-protection. When we delay, procrastinate, withdraw, or create conflict, we are not simply failing. We are avoiding something emotionally threatening. The mountain is not punishment. It is information. Self-sabotage happens when your conscious goals conflict with your subconscious beliefs. You say, I want success. But deep down you fear judgment, responsibility, change, abandonment, losing your identity. The subconscious mind always protects what feels familiar, even if it is painful. This is why people repeat unhealthy relationships, why they avoid opportunities, why they delay important decisions. The pain is known. Growth is unknown. And the unknown feels unsafe. Self-sabotage is not irrational. It is protective behavior based on outdated emotional programming. One of Wiest's most important ideas is emotional homeostasis. Just as the body maintains temperature, the psyche maintains emotional familiarity. If you are used to chaos, calm can feel uncomfortable. If you are used to rejection, healthy love can feel suspicious. If you are used to struggle, ease can feel undeserved. So what do? We unconsciously recreate what feels normal, not what is healthy, not what is fulfilling, but what is familiar. The mountain, then, is not the difficulty itself. It is the discomfort of becoming someone new. We act in alignment with our identity. If you believe, I am not disciplined, I am not lovable, I am not capable, you will act in ways that confirm it. Identity drives behavior more than motivation. Wiest suggests that transformation begins not with effort, but with redefining self-concept. The real work is not, how do I try harder? It is, who do I believe I am? To climb the mountain, you must update the identity that built it. Wiest emphasizes emotional processing over suppression. Many of us were taught, don't cry, don't feel anger, don't be too sensitive. But unprocessed emotion does not disappear. It stores itself in behavior, avoidance, overworking, overthinking, over-controlling. Self-sabotage is often suppressed emotion-seeking expression. Healing begins when we name what we feel, sit with discomfort, allow grief, anger, fear to move through. Transformation requires honesty. The mountain dissolves when we stop pretending it isn't there. This is where the book becomes challenging. Wiest argues that self-mastery requires radical responsibility, not blame. Responsibility. Blame says, "This is my fault." Responsibility says, "This is my pattern, and I can change it." There is power in ownership. As long as the mountain belongs to someone else, you cannot climb it. When you recognize, "I am participating in this pattern," you gain leverage. Responsibility is not shame. It is agency. One of the most counterintuitive insights in the book is this. Many people fear success more than failure. Success changes expectations, relationships, visibility, identity. Failure keeps you safe in familiarity. Success demands expansion, and expansion can feel destabilizing. So we stall, we delay, we second guess, we self-sabotage, not because we don't want growth, but because growth feels unsafe. The mountain is the fear of who you might become. Transformation requires replacing outdated beliefs, but Wiest does not recommend force. She recommends awareness first. Notice, what belief must be true for this pattern to continue? For example, I don't deserve ease. Love is unstable. If I shine, I'll be rejected. When you identify the belief, you can challenge it gently. The subconscious updates slowly. Consistency matters more than intensity. This connects beautifully to the ideas we explored in Emile Coué. Repetition reshapes identity. Belief reshapes behavior. Self-mastery is not control. It is alignment. Alignment between what you want, what you believe, how you act. It requires emotional regulation, patience, discipline rooted in compassion. Wiest emphasizes integration over perfection. You do not eliminate fear. You move forward with awareness of it. The mountain does not disappear. You become strong enough to climb it. How can you apply this? 1. Identify one recurring self-sabotage pattern. 2. Ask, what fear is this protecting me from? 3. Ask, what belief supports this fear? 4. Begin practicing small behaviors aligned with your future identity. 5. Sit with discomfort instead of escaping it. Growth feels uncomfortable before it feels empowering. Consistency creates safety in the new identity. The mountain is you, belongs to a modern era of self-reflection. Unlike early self-development works focused on external achievement, this book emphasizes emotional literacy. It speaks to a generation learning. Therapy language, trauma awareness, nervous system regulation. Its strength lies in accessibility. Its message is not mystical. It is psychological and deeply humane. The mountain is not your enemy. It is your invitation. Every time you avoid growth, you reinforce an old identity. Every time you face discomfort, you update who you are. Self-sabotage is not proof of failure. It is proof that something within you feels unsafe. Your task is not to fight yourself. It is to understand yourself and then gently expand. To summarize, Brianna Wiest teaches that self-sabotage is not weakness. It is self-protection based on outdated beliefs. The mountain you must climb is internal. Transformation begins when you take responsibility, process emotion, update identity, and act in alignment with who you are becoming. Thank you so much for joining us at the Applied Library. If this episode resonated, reflect on your own mountain. What are you avoiding? What are you protecting? And who might you become if you climbed it? In next episode, we will continue exploring foundational works that shape how humanity understand mind, meaning, and transformation. Until then, keep learning, keep reflecting, and keep applying knowledge in your life. Thanks again for being part of the Applied Library, and don't forget to subscribe.